Let's go ahead and make some forward progress with take number 2. And we are going to be talking about Elijah's favorite person in the entire world. He knows who it is. Uh, it's Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia. As the NCAA board voted to appeal Diego Pavia's court ruling, but they also grant a waiver for junior college players in a similar position as Pavia, paving the way for an extension of the careers of hundreds of former junior college players. The NCAA filed notice of appeal in the court ruling in Pavia's case. The Division One Board of Directors granted a waiver to permit student athletes who attended, and competed at a non-NCAA school for 1 or more years to remain eligible and compete in 25-26 if those student athletes would have otherwise used their final season of competition during 24-25 and meet all of the eligibility requirements. Essentially, what is happening in this case is that if you were in JUCO within the past couple of years, you'll have another year of eligibility. And if this continues to go on, we will see that junior college is basically going to be 2 more years of high school football. And then you'll be able to start college at the age of 20 to 21 with the rest of everyone else. So, Elijah, with all that being said, I know that you had your famous line, 24, get them out the door. But it's looked like it's going to be a little bit more than now, because we know there are guys that have gone the JUCO route. We know guys get opportunities at the Division One level. So, what do you think about this ruling with the NCAA?
I don't like it. I just don't like it. I feel like junior college is still college into an aspect. Your credits still transfer over. I'm not saying that you can't do that in high school if you have that early transition where you can do that. But again, at the same time, these are 18-year-old kids that's doing that from high school, not junior college when you're 20, sometimes 19, 20 years old, and you're being a freshman. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like, when you're at recess and like you're the upperclassman at recess. I don't want to say that about Pavia because it sounds like I'm hating. I hope Pavia wins the Heisman. I hope he does. I really do. I hope so. I hope this year he accomplished everything he wants to accomplish. A playoff berth, a Heisman candidate, Davy O'Brien Award, everything. Because I hope you get everything off your chest. You get it off your chest. Because I don't agree with this at all, bro. I really don't. But I hope that you get everything you want. Because this is garbage. Like you already competed, and then you competed some more. You're about 24 years old. I mean, you don't. To me, just get to the NFL level and prove it there. These kids are coming out at 18. You're essentially 6 years older than these kids. And I feel like when you get to the pros, you're actually up there with the veterans. Like you're taking years off of yourself when you get to the pros to actually learn the professional game. So I'm happy that I'm not happy with the ruling, but I'm happy you get another chance. I'm happy that you get another chance to prove who you are in college. But I just feel like the NCAA should just put a stoppage at this. If you do 2 years, you come in as a junior, and what so be it. Because when you go to junior college, 9 times out of 10, your grades aren't the best. They give you another opportunity to prove that you can be in college and be there and do what you got to do. Or you're coming from a military background. 9 times out of 10. Other than that, bro, I'm not a fan of it. Cam Newton came from junior college. He only did 1 year. He only did 1 year. Look at that. He did 1 year, won the Heisman, and said, "I'm good. I'm going to the pros." I mean, it's not like you can't do it. It's not like you can't do it. And he sat behind Tim Tebow. Think about that for a second. Think about that. He only had 1 year to prove what he could do. That's what, and I don't understand what Pavia is trying to do because that man only had 1 year. You got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, 10 to do something that don't really. If you're that guy, you will get it that year or two. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I hope he accomplished what he wants to accomplish, so he can move on and now get into a career. Because again, being 24 in college, that's too old. That's a little bit too old for me. That's a little bit too old.
Yeah, and he already has a degree. He's a graduate. Um, By the time he plays next season, he will be 24 years old. Um, yeah, man, this is really going to further ruin high school recruiting for a lot of kids because now the main thing that a lot of coaches are looking at when it comes to recruiting is that they want experience. We were talking about it offline about how important experience can be. Sometimes that experienced players cover up bad coaches, right? So some of them bad coaches are going to get more experienced players rather than building up the ranks in high school. Um, Unfortunately for the high school kid, what you'll see a lot more of is that they'll say, I'm gonna just go to junior college or I'm gonna just go, the G5 route and try to make a name for myself and then move up. But not every kid is going to be able to do that. Not every kid is going to be able to be like Harvey Broussard that goes to UL and then transfers up to Houston, or Terrence Carter that goes to UL and then transfers up to Texas Tech. And there's so many other guys that have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the name of the game now is getting players in that can contribute right away, that knows what it takes to be a college professional. Because at this point, man, like between NIL and between the maturity level that you need guys to be, this is the amateurism of college football is kind of gone. It's kind of not there anymore. And if you're a high school senior and you're struggling to get offers right now, this is very discouraging for you because now it's saying if I want to go D1, I have to go to the JUCO route. I have to go to a small school. Not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody is able to do that because then in junior college, in a lot of places, they don't have the same resources. You don't have the abilities, or you don't have the same number of eyeballs, or the coaches don't have the same type of connections that are able to get you to those power fives, those big name schools where you can transfer out and have like a John Brown, or what's his name, Coach Brown, JB Brown, that was off Last Chance U, or EMCC. Like, not every coach is like that in JUCO, where they have those connections that can put you at big time D1 schools that give you an opportunity to play right away. You know, um, I'm kind of like you, man. I don't know what Diego is trying to get accomplished, but I hope that he gets everything that he can out of it. He can milk the system as much as he can, because now he will play for three schools. He was at New Mexico military, where that was the JUCO. He was there for 2 years, New Mexico State for 2 years, and now he is going to leave Vanderbilt with at least 2 years playing there. And technically, if 2020, if we're counting the COVID year, that year technically don't count. The NCAA says, but the JUCOs are non-NCAA schools, so I don't know how that works. I don't know. Uh, so who knows? The brother might get another year of eligibility, man. He might play till he's 25. He might, and maybe it's because he's thinking, I'm never going to the NFL, so I'm gonna just get as much out of college as I can. I guess, man. I guess. But this is kind of heartbreaking for a lot of high school seniors, man, because it's already been hard enough for them to get on college campuses with the transfer portal. Because now, bro, if you need a quarterback, I'm not going to go and recruit no 5-star that could potentially flip and go to another school that he's never visited, a la Bryce Underwood. No knock to him. But Brian Kelly would much rather go in the portal and get the kid from Mississippi State. That was easier, and he probably was cheaper. That's the name of the game now. I need a quarterback. Oh, let me go see who in the portal. Let me go talk to his agent. And you think he might want to hit the portal? We got about 1.5 over him for him. We know he only making 750 over there. Let's do it. Get the papers ready. Tell him hit the portal. He got a spot over here. Oh, I need a starting middle linebacker. Let me go over here to Boise State, where the conference leading tackler is, and let me go get him. Let me offer him $250,000, and he gonna come because he's not making no money there. It's tough, man. But this ruling could be opening up Pandora's box for a lot of things and across all sports. This is not just talking about football. It happened within the football realm, but this could happen all across the board. You're going to start seeing some old college players. Guys are going to be coming in 21, 20 years old already as a freshman, playing to they 24, 25, 26. This could start getting really, really, really ugly. and holding up some roster spots from some high school kids that could truly be deserving of an opportunity, but they probably won't get it because the name of the game is to not fully recruit your full roster out of high school. And if you're a high school kid, if you're a 4 or 5 star, you might go to a big school. I think about a Walker Howard. I think about a Sheldon Sampson, 2 guys that are now transferred to UL. Sheldon Sampson commits to LSU, don't catch a pass in his first 2 years there. Walker Howard goes to LSU, sees he's not going to get an opportunity to compete for the starting job, transfer to Ole Miss. Same thing happens. Now he's got to come to UL. And these dudes 4 and 5 stars out of high school. So what do you think could happen to a 0-star guy or a 1 or 2 star? Bro, they're not going to get the opportunities that they would like. And it's unfortunate. It truly is. We will continue to keep our eye on this situation as it continues to develop, and we'll continue to talk about it and see how things change across the college football landscape. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.